Good morning. Please join in singing our welcoming song.
Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday worship of Chalice Unitarian Universalist Congregation. We are a community of diverse beliefs and experiences, nurturing the liberal religious spirit and united by our desire to grow in love and in service. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever your life's journey, you are welcome. Whether you gather with us every Sunday, once or twice a year, or are here with us for the first time, we're very glad that you're here. I am June Bailey, your worship associate today. Our service is led by our minister, Reverend Sharon Wiley. Our song leader this morning is Sarah Shepard, and our worship musician is Tim McKnight, with special music from Tom Karlstrom. Our hardworking tech team is Dean Godet and Rip Pena. And our greeters are Debbie and John Ressler. Welcome to our Sunday worship service. Welcome to those of you here in the park, and welcome to those of you joining us on Zoom. We welcome children in our community and here in our worship. Please talk with our Director of Family Ministries, Kathleen Swift, to learn more about our programs for children. Childcare for our youngest children is almost always available during services. Today is our annual Blessing of the Animals service. Almost annual. We are joyful to be back in the park today. We're always delighted to see newcomers joining us in worship. As a newcomer, you might be interested in the groups and activities we offer. A good way to get this information is through our email and newsletter and e-news calendar. Online newcomers will receive an email invitation to join our email list after the service. In-person newcomers, if you haven't already given us your email address when you signed in, please share it before you leave. Our weekly email is the best way to get information about the many groups and activities we offer here at Chalice. Now, let's take a breath together. We begin our service by acknowledging that wherever each of us is watching this service, if we are in what is now called the United States, then we are on land stolen from indigenous peoples. Our congregational home is in now what is called Escondido, is on land that is part of the traditional territories of the 12 bands of the Kumeyaay Nation and the 7 bands of the Payamkawitcham, also called Luiseno. Land that is sacred to us now was stolen from people for whom that land was and is still sacred. Now, we begin our service by affirming our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. Please join us in our chalice lighting song, hymn 1010, We Give Thanks.
Please remain seated as we sing together, Oh, We Give Thanks. We'll sing through the hymn twice.
The words of our call to worship come from the Reverend Susan McGinn. From beyond the playful summer clouds, beyond the earth's thin blue line, from beyond the bright moon and meteor showers, we hear the call to look and listen carefully, to turn away from a world that buys and sells happiness, to fully experience the luring whisper of your heart's truth. Why not today? Why not now? We are here and together at home in this evolving place, home in this ever-changing breath and body, home in this, is it dewy? Home in this dry morning, even as it reaches toward a hot high noon. We hear the call from far beyond and deep within, and we do not hear it alone. Let us worship together.
Please rise in body or spirit to sing together the hymn, For the Beauty of the Earth.
Our Sunday morning worship is the shared spiritual practice of our community, and we tend to the congregation during this time by honoring our joys and sorrows. We won't be doing our traditional ways of sharing joys and sorrows this morning, but we do know that people arrive at any gathering of our community with worries and losses that may weigh heavy on our hearts. And we may also have joyful news that fulfills our hearts. So we wanted to invite you this morning. You have on your table, wherever you're sitting, some little piles of stones, to bring a stone forward to lay at the base of our chalice. I know some of you are already this morning remembering pets who have gone before, and that's an appropriate thing to have on your heart this morning also. So to bring up a stone to set down by the chalice as a way of setting down whatever is burdening you and knowing yourself gathered in community. And I also hope if you have joys to share, that that's something you'll do verbally after the service as we gather together for our picnic. And for our congregants at home, I invite you to share your joys and sorrows with each other in the chat box. We'll enjoy some music while we participate in this community ritual. Now is the time for our story. I'd like to invite the children especially, but anyone who would like to come up front, because you'll need to be closer to see the pictures this morning, and Callie Leaf will read to us.
Our story today is called Sparky by Jenny Othel and Chris Applehans. I wanted a pet, a bird or a bunny or a trained seal. My mother said no to the bird, no to the bunny, no, no, no to the trained seal. I asked her every day for a month until she finally said, you can have any pet you want as long as it doesn't need to be walked or bathed or fed. I made her promise. Then I went to see the school librarian. Mrs. Kinklebaum, who knows everything in the world, pointed me to volume S of the Animal Encyclopedia. This is what I found. Sloth. Sloths have been known to sleep more than 16 hours every day. They sometimes hang upside down in trees, barely moving for long periods of time. They survive by eating leaves and drinking the dew that collects in them. It is said that sloths are the laziest animals in the world. My sloth arrived by express mail. He was about the size of a medium-ish dog with a flat nose and a monkey face. My mother wasn't happy, but a promise is a promise, I said. Sparky, I decided. That will be your name. I took him outside to his tree. Sparky went right to sleep. I made a sign and put it under the tree. And the sign said, "Guard sloth. Enter at your own peril." It was 2 days, through night and rain and day, before I saw him awake. He didn't know a lot of games, so I taught him some. We played King of the Mountain, and I won. We played hide and seek, and I won. We played Kung Fu Fighter, and I won. We played Statue, and Sparky was very, very good. That weekend, Mary Potts came over to investigate. Let me show you what Mary Potts is like. This is a picture of her room. There are signs here that say, excellence in permission slip compliance, most likely to choose closed mouth in the lunchroom, and best fire drill liner upper. Before she even took off her coat, Mary said, "Let me see your new pet." I had some worries, but I took her out to Sparky's tree. He opened his eyes and looked at us. Then he closed them again. I rubbed his belly, but it was too late. We stood there for a while watching him sleep, his fur ruffled gently in the breeze. "I feel sorry for you," Mary said. "My cat can dance on her hind legs, and my parrot knows 20 words, including God and ice cream." "Sparky knows tricks too," I told her, but she didn't believe me. The next day, I made a poster and nailed it to the tree outside Mary Potts' house. It says, "Trained Sloth Extravaganza. Countless tricks to mystify you. Just 7 days away." All week, we trained in secret. Sometimes Sparky slept through practice and I had to poke him awake. Sometimes he forgot what he was doing and we had to start all over again. Sometimes he took so long to fetch that I went out inside and had dinner while I waited. I was starting to think the poster had been a mistake, but a promise is a promise. On the day of the Trained Sloth Extravaganza, my mother set up lawn chairs. 3 people came to see Sparky perform. My mother, Mary Potts, and Mrs. Edwin, the crossing guard. Mrs. Edwin approved of Sparky because he never ran in the street. "Do I look like a ringmaster?" I asked my mother. "You look very interesting," she told me. I put a little glitter on Sparky just before the curtain went up. I kept wishing I had written 2 tricks on the poster instead of countless tricks. "Play dead, Sparky," I said, and he did. "Roll over," I said, and he didn't. "Speak," I commanded. We all waited and waited. "Speak," I said. Sparky looked at me. The only thing you could hear was the wind in the trees. "He has a very pretty coat, doesn't he?" Mrs. Edwin said finally. You can't just invent a brand new pet like that," Mary told me. a pet no one's ever even had. My mother came out with lemonade and cookies, but everyone said they had to be going. Sparky and I watched them. Then my mother made me put the chairs away. Afterwards, I gave Sparky a cookie, but he ate it so slowly I took it back again. It was getting dark out. I looked at him, he looked at me. You could hear all the neighborhood dogs barking. I reached over and tagged him on his claw. "You're it, Sparky," I said. And for a long, long time, he was. The end.
The Sunday offering is an expression of the generosity that makes our congregational life possible. As Buddhist teacher Joseph Goldstein has said, it's important to understand that generosity is a practice. It's not just a single event. It's a quality in our hearts and minds that we can develop and cultivate. Please text your donation to Chalice. If you haven't texted a donation before, know that once you have texted your amount, you'll get a reply with a link to follow to enter your credit card information. If you've already entered this information previously, you won't need to enter it again. If your Sunday donation is meant to be a part of your pledge payment, please be sure to indicate pledge after the dollar amount. The phone number for text donations is on your handout here. And if you're online, you can find the information about donating to Chalice on our website. Please give generously. Please join us in reading the dedication of our offering. The words are on your handout. We give to the work of Chalice Congregation. Our work weaves the fabric of love called community. To this end, we dedicate ourselves and this our offering.
Our reading this morning comes from the Reverend Gary Kowalski. This is an origin story of the world, and this is a reflection on blessing. In the beginning, the old stories say, when the heavens and earth were in formation, before there was anything, a great darkness lay on the deep, and a mighty wind moved across the emptiness. A voice said, "Let there be light," and the incandescence of a billion galaxies fluoresced into existence. The Creator saw that the light was good, shiny, bright, radiating at 186,000 miles per second throughout the entire universe. So God decided to make some more of this stuff, everything emerging in a blinding flash, with carbon and nitrogen and oxygen, which along with hydrogen from the Big Bang constituted the building blocks of life, all baked in the bellies of exploding stars. From these ingredients, the seas were laid down, then the hills and mountains and forests that were filled on each successive day with unimaginable creatures, elephants and tigers in the jungles of Asia, buffalo on the broad plains of the American Southwest, and birds in numbers that darkened the skies on their annual migrations. On the continental shelves of the oceans, the coral reefs were formed, home to the sea turtles who fed on the shallow bottom grass. Each day the Creator labored, the old legends say, and each day the Creator saw that the earth was good, an excellent habitation. No part of it was superfluous. No species was throwaway or expendable. Every bird and beast and fish added to the Maker's delight. All was of superior quality, as the old myths tell it. On the sixth day, God made people, blessed the whole creation, and gave the people the green growing plants to eat because, in the beginning, all beings lived in peace, and none preyed on the others. Then God rested and blessed it all again because it was such a fantastic world. This is what it means to bless and to be blessed, to feel an outpouring of wonder and gratitude for life and all existence. The word bless is related to bliss. One dictionary relates both to the word blithe, which means merry, upbeat, exuberant. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the words had separate origins, but at least by the advent of Middle English, bless might be spelled bliss. The terms became interchangeable. To be blessed, to experience a sense of bliss, means to feel deeply happy just to be alive, just to exist, just to waken one more day and feel ourselves a part of this stupendous creation. Don't animals teach us about blessing, about joy? They remind us to be satisfied with what we have. Not one of them is worried about the stock market. Not one of them wants to run for Congress or govern the animal kingdom. None brags that their religion is better than their neighbors. Each is satisfied with just a little: fresh water, healthy food, and enough room to nest or to den. None needs a passport or travel documents or immigration papers because they don't live in a state that cares about such things. They live in a state of bliss.
Okay. That's up. Born a poor young country boy, Mother Nature's son. All day long, I'm sitting singing songs for everyone. Sit beside a mountain stream, see her waters rise. Listen to the pretty sound of music as she flies. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Find me in my field of grass, Mother Nature's son. Sway daisies sing their lazy song beneath the sun. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Mm. Mother Nature's son.
So in just a moment, I'll invite those of you with animal friends to come forward, ostensibly to receive a blessing from me. But as you've already heard, it's we who are blessed by our animals, and such a blessing to be here in the park together and singing songs about the earth and being outdoors here together. I wanted to tell you just a bit about my stoles. Some of you have noticed. Hope Campbell made this stole for me this year for this event. So the side that's showing this morning is what I consider to be dog chew toys, are visible here. The other side is cats, and we saw that stole when we did our March Madness service announcing the winner of our voting. So now I've had a chance to wear it twice already. So very grateful to Hope for the gift of this. So yeah, yay. And I'm gonna mess around with the microphones. Yeah, I want it to be mobile.
Did you mute this one? It's one.
Okay, so you're invited to come forward. Can we start with Lady? And it's okay to touch her. Hi, honey. Lady, your presence is a blessing to all of us. May you be well and may you live a long life.
We also asked for a blessing for Odie the pit bull who's at home.
Sure, Odie the pit bull is at home, so Odie is with us in spirit. Odie is a blessing to us, and may Odie be well and live long. Shadow, okay to touch. Shadow, your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. What a good honey. This is? Okay, and okay to touch. Bubba, your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. Lots of love in Bubba's life. Okay.
Razzle and dazzle.
Okay, so Razzle and Dazzle are with us in spirit. Their presence is a blessing to their humans. May they be well. May they live long. Oh, hello, Goldie. We tell our cat about Goldie and what a good cat Goldie is to come to the park. Goldie, your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. What a chill guy. All right. We have lots here. Who's this? Kachi, okay to touch. Okay. Kachi, your presence is a blessing. May you be well and may you live long. Okay. Okay, so with us, Blackberry, Boysenberry, Sage, Charcoal, Smokey, and Hermione. And at home, Pip, Penny, Moon, Equi, Starlight, Mulberry, Merelda. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Boysenberry and Sage, your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. Okay, so Smokey, what's the second name we should have? Smokey and Charcoal, your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. Oh my goodness. They like to be under things. Oh, okay, say again. Hermione and Blackberry, your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. Oh, where are we? They don't usually come to the park.
This is Dexter
Okay.
and Otis and Grover.
Grover. So Dexter, Otis, and Grover. Let's feel their spirits with us. Their presence is a blessing to their humans. May they be well. May they live long. You're welcome.
Maggie came to live with me. Maggie came to live with me a few months ago after her human died and left a hole in Anne McKinnon's heart. And so Maggie really hates carriers. So that's
Okay. So we'll feel Maggie's presence with us. And Maggie, your presence is a blessing to your humans. May you be well. May you live long.
This is Raina, and at home we have Goosey and Tiger Lily.
And is it okay to touch Raina? Hey, Raina is, we'll do Raina. May your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. Now say again, the ones at home.
Goosey and Tiger Lily.
Goosey and Tiger Lily, let's feel their presence. Help them know that their presence is a blessing to their humans. May they be well and may they live long. Who's this?
Rose.
Say it again.
Rose.
Rose?
Rose.
Okay. Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
Rose?
Rose, like a
Okay,
honey.
I know, I'm just sorry. Hi, honey. Rose, your presence is a blessing. May you be well. May you live long. Hi, Jocelyn. Malto? Moto?
yeah.
Okay, Moto. Let's feel Moto's spirit. Moto, your presence is a blessing to your human. May you be well. May you live long. Yeah. Any other photos anyone wants to bring up? All right, I'll just give a shout out to our little Sophie. We'll fill her irritable spirit with us. May she know that her presence is a blessing to her humans. May she be well. May she live long.
Our closing words come from Reverend Laura Kim Joyner. From our hearts and minds into our hands, may blessings flow. Around and around this circle of friends, may blessings flow. Around and around our beloved earth, may blessings flow. For all beings, may blessings flow. You are invited to close our time together by singing the well, and then we hope you stay for our potluck picnic.